screens right now, and you're seeing a mildly positive start, about 0.2% higher. We're hovering around the 25,150 print. Eternal, wherein the QCOM GOV revenue has soared about a solid 127%. Blinkit, Hyperpure, the losses have narrowed. Eternal gaps up 9.5% in trade and still counting higher as we speak right now. Ultratech Cement, the management has guided for a double-digit volume growth in FY26. That stock marginally tempered, or rather marginally higher, I should say. Given SEBI's verdict now on Jane Street that they are no longer barred from trading in Indian securities, look out for what MCX, BSE and the likes may do, because as soon as this interim order came in, these stocks did cave in quite a fair bit. Right now we're seeing a fair amount of buoyancy on BSE, which is currently around the 2560 odd level. From MRPL, the commentary has been pretty strong from the management. They're expecting GRMs to remain in high single digits in the second quarter. For PNB as well, PNB Housing that is, the Q1 numbers are in line with expectations. The asset quality has narrowed. And Titan, which has acquired that 67% stake in Damas Jewelry for $283 million, that's the other stock which is in focus. PNB Housing holding up, Titan pretty quiet in trade. It was a neutral move for CI Automotive. The Q1 revenues saw an uptick of 3.3%, but the PAT is lower by roughly about 6% or so on a year-on-year basis. Stock just about marginally higher as we speak right now. Let's now look at some of the earnings disappointment. Oberoi Realty, a case of a high base as well over there. The Q1 revenues are lower by nearly about 30%. PAT downtick of nearly about 28%. Oberoi Realty lower by 2.5% as we speak. And for Havells as well, wherein the subdued summer has impacted their Q1 clearly, and the cables and wires segment has seen a volume growth of 20 to 21%. Bajaj Finance, let's see whether there is any sentimental reaction to Anup Saha resigning from the post of MD. Not quite, holding up 1%. Solid move, 955 is where that stock is right now.
Alright, those are some of the movers, but well, of course, Oberoi Realty is one of the other counters that is down in trade. Almost a 2% decline is what we are seeing. And even stocks like AU Small Finance Bank and Bandhan Bank, rather, the selling pressure still persists. Almost 1 to 2% cut in some of these counters. Voltas as well, along with Havells, is down almost a 1% decline over there. But also, let's have a look at some of the upcoming earning candidates, because today Paytm is going to be in focus, and just heading towards the numbers, the stock is holding on to the gains of 1%, while of course Dixon Tech will also be the other counter that will be in focus, and that stock too is absolutely flat, and Colgate Palmolive as well trading flat right now. So all in all, seems like a good start for the markets. 25,153 is where Nifty at, while Nifty Bank holding on to the gains of almost 170 odd points. But Aditya,